to Double D's in a pod.
You already know who I am.
Hi Denza.
Sure, boss.
So we're gonna get right into it because I am so tired. As you can see, I'm still in my professional kit. And you? What's it?
Somewhat.
Alright.
I'm in my work clothes for home.
Lol.
Look at that.
But yeah, so today we're gonna speak about toxic workplace or the toxic workplace environment.
The people,
or
the people, the toxic people.
toxicity in the workplace.
So the workplace is inanimate. It's the people.
Toxicity in the workplace? Why do you have a glitter in your head?
I was at the booty club.
It's giving cricket.
You tried to customize me also.
I did. I put final. Yeah, so what do you have to say about toxicity in the workplace? I mean,
How much time do we have?
you don't have a workplace per se, but it's not like you don't experience
It's not like I don't work.
toxicity. It's not like you don't experience toxicity. So I want to hear a little bit from you. What's the vibes?
I'm saved from what most people go through, in the sense that
Saved.
I don't work in a particular building
Or in an office
in an
or
office
block.
in a set space where I'm forced to interact with people. I work,
And signing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I work in the field. For those of you who don't know, so wear safety boots, drive around a lot, alone.
I like to wear those safety boots.
Alone a lot.
That's what is nice.
Most of the toxicity experience is over the phone, so in moderation. You can
Somewhat.
always put off the phone.
Yeah, you could just be like,
Yeah.
peace.
What's it like for you though?
Well, I am the exact opposite into where I need to interact with people every single day. I need to sign in and sign out every day. Yeah, my social meter has to be for a while, like, just there until the battery runs out. That's why when I get home, I'm like, I kind of forget I was at work. Because you need to switch off. You can't take that home. No ways. Yeah, so that's what it is for me. And unfortunately with me, I work with a lot of people in one department. So it's like a lot of personality, a lot of back and forth, a lot of opinions, a lot of hearsay, a lot of kibbity. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the vibe, man.
I think for me though, the one thing that allows people to be geitjies is the amount of bureaucracy that there is in the private sector. If there wasn't so much red tape for people to use to their advantage,
In the sense of?
in the sense of you need something and instead of just giving it to you,
It has to come with policies. Oh, I get you. I think it's the same for public. It's just that it gets overridden easily. Like, there's too many hands in the cookie jar. You know what I mean? So there's a possibility to, and plus it's not like, it's a company's money. You know what I mean? It's public. So there is the possibility of like corruption and thuggery.
I must say one thing that I always thought happened in public that doesn't necessarily happen by you guys is, I always thought, like as far as accountability goes, not only accountability for budget and stuff, but accountability for performance review. Is this person doing their job? Do they belong in this position?
You think that doesn't happen?
I thought it didn't.
Oh.
I thought it didn't.
You thought it's my chance to go when you shop is.
You grow up Model C and everything is Model C. Everything is medical aid. Everything is. We go to mall, not to town. We go to. You know.
We drive a H1, not a Venture.
You get. We get dropped off by our
Our
parents. We don't
Venture,
go
though.
with transport. You know what I mean? So you.
Yeah, maar nou dat geskit,
So you develop or you groom to think a certain way about certain things.
So you just think like government doesn't have performances, like it's just
Yeah, naturally,
you
because
clock in and clock out.
the consensus is government is useless.
I get you.
The government is useless
I get
in the
you.
portals and everything. So clearly, other people aren't being held to any standard. But I must say, you guys.
Yeah, we do, but we work with lives. We don't work with bottles.
I've seen portals take a couple of niggas out.
Yeah, but not as much as an injection. So we work with a lot of lives, so there is a lot of accountability that needs to be there, because you need to answer. There's medical legal laws, you know what I mean? Like you can't be reckless. Like the first, in our oath, you must not do harm to other people. So I think, especially in health, they hold us accountable a lot, because if they don't, I mean, imagine what would happen, fam. Like,
Just match
they
it.
would just be like, Boza, I lost that guy.
Do you think
I don't know.
because of how accountable you need to be, especially because your oath is individual, you know? That's not gonna be it's not a group effort. Your oath is your oath, and when you lose a life, you lose a life. Alright? Do you think that, in a way, removes some of the hindrances that normal workplace toxicity brings along with making work impossible? Am I making sense? Like when people are toxic at work, it makes it difficult to achieve your goals or get work done.
No, 100%. Like, for me, I don't feel like our oath is my own. That's why I never said my oath. It's our oath. Because we took the same oath, and we don't work as a silo in the house.
Excuse me.
We always work as teams and multidisciplinary teams. So naturally, when there's friction or there's something that hinders the work of the team can't function. You know what I mean? Like if it's literally group work again. You know what I mean? If everybody does the group work, if one person doesn't put the references, you get scored low. You know what I mean? Like that was your job to do, and you're supposed to do your job. And if you don't do your job, we're all gonna score low. So, I mean, imagine we get to, the hospital and the doctor's just like, I mean, you know what I mean? Or we just like, we're going on lunch. We were there for COVID, fam. My thing is, we had to really pull it together. So I feel like if there's toxicity in the workplace, it causes a lot of demoralization, demotivation, because it's like, we're already under pressure, fam. Like, we understaffed all the time, especially in our country. We're all the time understaffed, we're all the time underpaid. We're always overworked. There's so much pressure with doing your job and doing your job properly that you can't still deal with people's things. Like, people like to bring their things from home. Don't bring your things from home, fam. When if I have something going on at home, and like things are not okay, or I have issues going on, when I get to work, it's there at the door.
In the car, actually.
It's in the car. It's actually by the gate.
Leave it
As soon as I see the gate, I leave it there. Like, you will never ever know something hectic is going on with me. Like, I might be maybe a little bit more quiet because I'm very like,
but not really less productive.
But it won't hinder me from doing
my
my job and being like, being a productive person. And I just feel like it's unfair to have people come with their issues or their problems to work. And we spend a lot of time together. You know what I mean? Like most of the time we're at work. But I feel like it's unfair for me to now be treading lightly or walking on eggshells because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know what I mean? Because now everybody must be on edge and you can feel the tension. And it makes the people unapproachable. And I want to ask you work things. And I don't want to get attitude because you're now in a mood. But you never get attitude from me. Because I know where you need to draw a line. You need to be professional. It's professional ethics.
And the wildest part is that the ones that come to work with their moods are always in a position where their mood affects everybody. You'll never find someone at the bottom of the food chain being moody.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing.
It's always like a manager or, they always want to be spicy and it's almost as if a level afsprankstasie maak van almal anders. They just come to work on, people just show up and it's like lotto.
You don't know what you're going to get.
You know what? You don't know. You don't know. When he's in a good mood, and what upsets me the most is a lot of the people that find themselves in middle to upper management now are older people. Whether baby boomers or whatever the case may be, they're older people. Let's call it 45 and up.
Yeah.
Right? They're older people. These people do not know how to apologize.
No, fam. And we've been speaking about this situation about how older people, like our parents or, back in the day, don't know of sorry. You know what I mean? They don't know of I was wrong and then admit fault. It's always an attack. Like the God is always here. It's always up. And the first response is to attack. Whereas my first response is, didn't I? I admit, nah, you're right. You know what I mean? That's why, especially in my department now, we, like the person I work with all the time, we are able to react based on facts and logic.
Informed decisions.
And able to be like, I think A, but you think B, but I can see why you thought A though, and that makes sense. And then, they can see why I thought B, and that makes sense also. And then we're like, different perspectives, and you take it in and you're like, oh, but I get it. Maybe you're right. You are right. That's fine. You're right.
Everyone's valid.
And you move on. You know what I mean? It's not a race. This is very weird.
And the other thing is, some people do things at work that make you look at them and wonder, this is not going to change your salary, G. You're not going to get more money for being
extra.
Sure.
My thing is just this. The thing I hate about workplace toxicity, the thing that irks me the most, is gossip. Gossiping.
The men are worse.
Gossiping is, it irks me so much because I'm one of the people come here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here by my forehead, look me, eye to eye. Ons is mos groot. At the workplace is nothing of, uncle, malume, oh no, what? No.
There's no age.
Me and George are 25 years apart, but me and George have an understanding. My best friend can be 70 at work, you know what I mean? I want you to ons is groot mos. When I said to go and sign to say this is my job, it means I'm coming there as a job, I'm not coming there as a child. I did my things that I needed to do as a child, but now you have to come here to me. So now, I demand respect. You should too. Ne? So, I feel like if you have something to say about me, say it to me. Say it to my face. Don't run off and have little stories and little issues and turn the narrative of how people look at me, because one, I don't care. Two, people don't pay my salary. So I'm never going to care. You know what I mean? So it's as much as you turn the corner and speak about me or try to turn the narrative of how people see me, that's nice for you, sweetie. Because when I leave here, guess what? I lock that door and I go home. And the people that I care about me there. And the people that don't care about me or have something to say, that don't have the guts to come here to chest, borst on for me to come say, this is what I think of you, or this is what I think about your department, or this is what I think you should have done, or this is what I think that you do or do not do. Now, you must hear it in the grapevine of, no, you don't. Imagine Dana said, Mang said, oh, I'll never respect you if you speak about me behind your back. The only time I'm going to respect you is if you come to me, woman to woman, so let's say in DMs. You come to me, man to man, and you say facing. This is what I think, so that I can say, okay, I get that, but come I show you though. Because it's good to make assumptions of what people do at work, but why don't you go find out? If you haven't walked a mile in someone's shoes, you will never ever know what they do. You know what I mean? You'll never know what they do. And I also don't give him. You can say what you say. If you're not going to say it to my chest, what must I do? I slap any until.
And that's the other thing is also, there are two things anyway. If you want something to change, I'm the only person who can change it. You must be happy with me.
Yeah.
If you're not telling me, nothing's going to come of it.
Exactly.
So for one, then I'm really not listening. And for two, not everybody's outputs are the same.
Yeah.
You find one person's output is
quantitative
and someone else's
qualitative.
Is not. Or not even, it can't even be summed up.
Yeah.
You know? But the impact is there.
Yeah.
Not everybody's role is
the PMDS is speaking, fam. The increase is speaking.
What is
so,
it? Like KPIs, key performance.
Key performance index.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Index.
I don't know.
That thing. But the KPIs are talking the talk, walking the walk.
The KPIs are green. Targets are met.
The targets are met. You know, the change is happening.
The targets are also different.
Your name is in conversations, in places where you aren't.
Where it should be.
Where it should be, where it is, where your ideas or your things that you have done are being used.
And acknowledged.
And is the blueprint for other people. Don't tell me I don't work. You do it.
You can't, because like we said, these people are older than us. They couldn't do it.
No, they couldn't do it.
When they had the opportunity, they couldn't do it.
It was there, and it wasn't taken. And now when you take initiative, I was, how dare they? No, fam, man, come to me. Come to me, borst rather. Because I'm not the one. And also, I can smoke. I have 4 children here outside, barking all day.
Also 4 toxic children. But
yeah, they are toxic. They are giving a toxic home environment.
What do you think the solution is?
Of what?
The toxic work environment.
I feel like, the other thing with toxic work environments is when people have chosen sides. So, it's like low-key we against each other. Why, if we are in one department, we're supposed to be standing together so that we can work together and bring change. But now, since there's groups, I'm gonna treat this person differently, and then I'm gonna treat this person differently. So, if I, let's say for example, I like you, and if you do something, I'm just gonna sweep it under the mat. But if Dennis does do something and Dennis maak nie weer na die hele tyd jy gaan sien. So it drives that wedge to be like, where is the equality? If there's no equality in the workplace, I feel like you need to have equality in the workplace, you need to have open communication and transparency. And open communication includes coming to me as a woman, or as a man, or both. You need to be equal. And also, if you are a leader, lead. If you are a follower, follow. You cannot lead in fear. People that fear you, they don't respect you. I would rather be respected than feared.
And then we also said with leaders who want to lead from behind. They can't make a decision. They can't make a decision. They'll say no. They'll say stuff, but they'll never finalize anything.
Yeah.
then when it goes well, they're the first ones there to take the credit.
I knew it.
And when it goes bad, they're like, who said?
I told you. So it's like, who must we follow? Where must
Just
we?
the transparency.
If I need to be an example, if I want to be the change that I want to see.
I think transparency is it there. Because
Yeah.
with transparency, everything else will
Well,
come van self af.
yeah. So I just like that's why I don't like to bring work home, and I don't like to take homework. homework. But I'm at my happiest when I'm at home. Sure.
As it should be.
And like you find a few people that you relate to, and you move, fam. You do what you need to do in that 8 hours that you're at work, and you go home and you switch it off.
Yeah, sometimes
I mean, unless you're on call.
you do need people at work who you can relate to, just to make sure you're not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
And it only takes one other person.
It does. And you could have said nothing, then that person would be like, did you see? I'm like, I mean, I'm not crazy. So it's like,
Because sometimes it can feel like a simulation, and
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, which just brings it back to like, be the example or the change you want to see. If you want to see productivity, you need to be productive. You know what I mean? If you want to see things happening, you need to be the one to put it in place to make it happen. Don't say A and do B and then expect everyone to follow to do A. If I see you do B, I'm going to be like,
say
B it
do
is.
nothing.
If I see you do A and you do B, I'm going to say B it is. Don't expect me to do it. You know what I mean? And it demotivates a lot of people, because even if 2 people out of the 10 do B, everyone else is still going to do A. You know what I mean? So it's like, fam, like I feel like workplace toxicity needs to be curbed in a way of, you need to be transparent and have open communication and be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people and be honest with yourself. And file on your footer. If you're wrong, fam. If you're wrong, don't try and justify why you were wrong, to prove to us that it mattered. No, you were wrong.
And if you're biased or prejudiced, own it.
And say sorry.
If you own it, it's easier to pass the mantle on to someone else to be like, listen, I'm compromised, I will accuse myself.
Yeah.
Let somebody else make this decision, or open it up to a
Yeah,
vote,
I'm gonna take myself out of this.
or escalate it and say it to your, like if you're the supervisor, escalate it to the manager and say to the manager, listen,
I've tried.
I can't do this.
I tried and I can't. Why are you guys going on like this?
Because they're toxic.
They are toxic. Listen to them. I'm recording. But yeah, I just feel like also, especially with management and hierarchy and escalating things, if you are gonna escalate things, let there be hierarchy. You know what I mean? Like, let it be escalated. If somebody did right, commend them. If they did wrong, punish them.
Also not punish. Punish is a rough word.
Hey, punish them, man.
Punish is a rough word.
Corporal punishment.
No, I don't agree with punishing anybody or sanctioning anybody. I believe in corrective action over punitive action, and I also believe in cultivating a person.
When I say punishment, I don't mean go and eat them.
What is punishment?
Punishment is like, if they were wrong, set them straight.
Okay, yeah, then.
You know, like, come down on that person and be like, you did this wrong. And except when you make an example out of that person, but you know, you need to also show everybody that you as a person are aware of somebody that did wrong.
Not going unseen.
And it's not going unseen. Just as somebody's achievements aren't going unseen, the things that they do wrong and how it's corrected must also not go unseen. You know what I mean? And I just want everyone to work. If everyone works, there will be no toxic environment.
I also
To be
just
quite
want
honest.
everyone to remember, HR is not your friend.
HR is not your friend. HR is not your friend. HR will just swallow your leaf and go.
HR is a tricky thing because their job is to protect the company.
Yes, they're not there for you.
They're not there.
That's like our council. They're not there for you. They're there for the patient.
So if anything's gonna change in your toxic workplace, it's up to you.
Yeah. So excuse the dogs, but here is am I the asshole? But not really am I the asshole. It's just a question that somebody asked and said like, what are the signs of toxic work environments? Yeah. And then somebody says, we're like a family here.
Awesome. Awesome.
And somebody else says like, the funny thing is actual family businesses are terrible to work at. It's nothing to envy. And they say, one big dysfunctional family, yikes. And then there's another person that says, constant gossip, openly judging others to each other, management that doesn't act on anything you bring to them, good or bad, failure to encourage the good workers and discipline the bad ones, just to start.
Discipline.
Punish.
Punish.
Hey man, I can't punish. I'm gonna come get you punishment. Yeah. What do you think are some of the things that...
No, they had me by openly gossiping to each other about each other.
Yeah, I know. No, I get that. Somebody says, anyway that gives you a hard time over taking your allocated vacation or other PTO. I don't know what PTO is.
Paid time off.
Oh, okay.
In America.
Paid time off.
Yeah, I experienced that one time. It was like, what are you taking leave for?
Hey, dog. None of your business, famo.
I'm taking leave. A phrase that I love.
My leave.
A phrase that I love that I learned in Jobogda from the Zulu guys. Is said, Amalanga wam. It's my days. It's my days. Whether I take them sick, whether I take them leave, family responsibility, observing religions, it's mine. It's mine. Then you find managers be like, yeah, but lest we forget, we're here to make profit. You here to make profit.
Fam, the profit
I'm here
isn't
to
in my
earn my
back
salary
pockets.
and take my leave.
Yeah.
I work for a living. I don't love to work.
Yeah, like, people will shake them. And I'm just like...
Yeah, I don't think the older people are ready for the
newer generation. I feel like it's getting more difficult, and now it seems like there's a lot more tension in the workplace, but there's just a lot more freedom in the sense of
awareness.
Yes, there's a lot of awareness in the sense of I don't need to stand for this, and I'm not going to stand for this.
I saw other dude posted the other day that the first batch of Ama 2000 in the workplace.
Spade.
So you must know.
This does not require me. This is not in my scope.
Heal,
auntie.
Heal
and come talk to me when you are not angry. And then they walk away. Yeah! Fam! Very entertaining, I must say. But yeah, I think that's all we have time for today.
Let us know.
Let us know what are your issues, or what do you think about toxic work environments, and where do you care now?
I think it's toxic that the first batch of Ama 2000 in the workplace and the people of our generation
are still in the workplace. Oh, lol.
Our generation by the 350.
I think it's toxic that the people don't want to let go of posts.
Ooh. Bye.
Okay, let us know, and also go to doubledinapod.com.
And if you like an episode, share it with
Am I not speaking? You see, this is toxic home place environments. But what do you say?
Point across.
What do you say?
If you like an episode, share it with at least 2 people.
Okay, bye.
Bye guys.